Oh, my enter key just glitched. Yasuo level 1 is strong, so we respect it. Oh, we got his flash. Nice.
An enemy has been slain. An ally has been slain. Double kill. An enemy has been slain.
Clean. This my cannon. Alright, whatever. Oh.
An ally has been slain. An enemy has been slain.
Move top side.
worst nightmare.
We have Ghost, so I don't need the boots to match his. So I'm gonna just finish Essence Reaver.
Follow my blade.
We get the Drake. It's an Infernal. Very nice.
Been slain. Shut down.
There's no pinks there. Back in lane. He just hit 6, so that's why we're backing off here. He didn't land W, so. Damn. I misplayed that a little bit. I thought the auto here would have killed, but it didn't, so. That's alright though. We get the shutdown. Still a little bit of gold off of off of Essence Reaver. But I can sell my potion and we can buy it.
This'll be a slaughter.
Gave him a small shutdown, which is kind of unfortunate, but we'll be okay.
Worst.
I'm gonna freeze this. Very easy gank.
An enemy has been slain. Killing spree.
Whoa, my R just went up. Didn't see that mid was missing.
As you wish. Follow my blade.
Could have just backed, I guess. He's up here. All right. Here's bottom.
Rampage. An ally has been slain. Enemy rampage.
You can freeze that. I'm just gonna look for some healing. We'll dive him. This guy thinks he can like hold out,
This'll be a slaughter.
but he can't. We just need to wait for his Q to be down. soon as that goes off, we go in. I'll just flash for it. Fuck it.
An enemy has been slain. An ally has been slain. Your team has destroyed a turret.
And get the tower. Go on, Drake. I'll cover mid, get the XP for this cannon at least.
Shut down.
Now I'm all spooled up.
Double kill. Turret plating will fall soon.
Did Corky just int? Yeah. Just a wee bit. I have my ghost coming up. I can kill this Sivir, and I have Udyr topside, so Yasuo is definitely trolling. Like, he shouldn't be there.
An enemy has been slain.
Oh, nice. Udyr just gets it. He gives me these minions. What a guy.
Your team has destroyed a turret. Legendary.
Lux, please. What are you doing? Yo, my 80 carry is curb stomping him. Jeez.
Your team has destroyed a turret.
Yeah, I like that taunt. That's some sick DM. I'm gonna take set up my pink ward as soon as they go to take out that pink to deny them the gold.
This'll be a slaughter.
Alright, Sona gets it.
Legendary.
Follow my blade.
Double kill.
Easy seizing. I like the idea of battling champions. Oh yeah, if you couldn't attack champions, this game would be a lot different, that's for sure. Ooh, Corky's ulting in here. Oh, Corky ulted in here. Yeah, I'll just split here.
I am your worst nightmare.
Legendary. Double kill.
Jeez. Tyson's a monster.
Has been slain. An enemy has been slain. An ally has been slain.
I guess we're just ending the game now. He flashed you. Oh, man, I just went away. Alright, well.